I think next in the information that the Grand Order of Draco Slayers is going to release is information about your personal sphere of influence, and it's of vital importance in everything that you do. The personal sphere of influence is the intersection where all your energetic bodies meet, and your physical body is the densification of all the overlays of your mental, emotional, spiritual, and even varying degrees of subtle physical bodies, all coming together and creating the body of flesh and blood that your mind inhabits, because your mind and your brain are two distinct things. You have a brain as you live, but past the body, your consciousness is encapsulated in your mental and emotional bodies, which is the mind collectively. A human being operates within their sphere of influence, and a sphere of influence is generally from fingertip to fingertip. If you were to put your arms out almost like you were a bird about ready to take flight, and you were to make a complete circle, that radius circle denotes your sphere of influence's strongest effect. I remember when I was younger and I watched a play, The Tempest by William Shakespeare, and Prospero, who was a great magus, stepped out with his staff, stood in the middle, and drew a circle around him. And later, one of the players told me, for some inexplicable reason, remember that. That is going to be important to you. And I never saw that person again, but it wasn't long until I figured out why that was so important. The Illuminati and the reptilians know about your sphere of personal influence, and they work within it every single day. And they bring energies to bear against it. So anytime anyone speaks to you, shows you an image, makes contact with you, they're entering into your sphere of influence. And because it is at the intersection of all your mental and physical bodies, this is the place where it has greatest ripple effect. And they know this, and this is where they injure you. They do the majority of their work in the astral realm. And we go by the maxim of as above, so below, so within, so without. So anything that happens in the astral realms will eventually trickle down and manifest physically. Whatever deep emotional feelings that you have within you will eventually come rushing and projecting out of you. So your sphere of influence is a key target, but at the same time, it is also your greatest defense. It's your greatest defense because, in a way, it's like your armor and your shield. You have the most control over your personal sphere of influence than really anything else. And because you have this incredible control, or you can develop this incredible control, you have control of all your other bodies, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and subtle physical bodies. And this is why the greatest occult works start in the physical realm, because you are at the collective energetic point of all your bodies. This is why there's so much media and so much mental programming going on, because they know that they can back engineer things to affect you all the way up to your highest self, and they can cause a cancer within, even though it seems like you would start outwards and come inwards to your physical body. That's not the case. Actually, your core is your physical body, and then stretching out all around you is your subtle physical bodies, spiritual bodies, mental bodies, and emotional bodies. That's why the cross is such a powerful symbol, and always has been for humanity, because not only does it show the going in and critical mass of forces coming together at the center, but also exploding out in four very important directions. To really get to know your personal sphere of influence, a lot of meditation is required, and that's just sitting with yourself and breathing. Don't follow into this Buddhist concept of the nun or the I am. You can, but it's simpler. It's so much simpler than that. It's just sitting and learning to feel what's around you, and learning to conceptualize why you do certain things and where certain actions and certain attitudes come from. Do you really need to buy, $7 cans of Axe body spray? I don't think you do. But for some reason, a lot of people think they need to. These are things that you have to begin to address. Do you smell? I don't think anyone smells. And sometimes the best smelling pheromone is that of a sweaty, attractive girl. I mean, that's why humans sweat. That's why you have sex naked. It's just what it is. Only really a reptile nose would consider human sweat dirty, or maybe it's so tempting they can't resist. It's hard to say. I don't really know. But keeping your sphere of influence strong is so important, and it's truly the first step for any type of work, especially for the vibrational correspondence that we're going to begin to talk about. What you need to do at this point is every night before you go to sleep, lay down and allow yourself to begin to feel this sphere around you. And don't mess with it. Don't try to make it bigger than it really is. Don't try to make it a different shape. Just let it be a sphere. And allow a beautiful, powerful, but soft white light to enter into it and seal up any cracks, any dents, and just sit with that for a while. And know that this is your space. This is your personal sphere of influence. And ask the Prime Creator to bring back to you all your scattered and broken parts. Don't make that look like anything. Just ask. Because the Prime Creator is a being that made you and wants nothing more than you to find your true potential. That is its worship. You don't kneel to it, you don't beg from it. It already loves you because you are it. It's a bizarre concept for some, but it's true. As you develop this personal sphere of influence, you'll begin to see how your interactions with other people affect them, and you will begin to see how they affect you on a deeper level. You will also begin to feel when something, most likely a reptilian Illuminati energy, enters into your sphere. And the lessons coming up and the focuses and the hero veneration we will begin to release to you will be the energy you need to kill it, banish it, dispel it, or some combination of all. Good luck to you.